Class 5 Green Division. Good class, a lot of good, solid individuals. However, I thought the easiest thing to do in this class was to start with the young man's black barrel. Again, squareness of build, strength of top, levelness of design, tail set sits in on the right. He's opened up underneath. He's got muscle. He's got structure. He's got dimension. He's fresh. Nice job in terms of skin and hair. I think that's really an outstanding individual to win this class. And I thought he was the easiest thing to gravitate to start this class. Congratulations to you, young man. The young lady's white belted barrow in second. I think this is a good hog. A little different kind. Probably in terms of superlatives. He's taller fronted. He's bigger framed. He's probably longer topped. He's sound in his appearance. Muscle content reads pretty good. I don't know. Maybe he's a little softer on his front feet. And I think question just a little bit how truly dimensional and square he is at the ground. Truly dimensional and square he is in his center rib design. But I thought that was a very nice hog to go in second. And then as we started getting into the third, fourth, and fifth, a little more challenging. Big frame pig that's got some length of body. Moves out fairly sound even though he's a tick straight in terms of his shoulder. I guess in this video it was hard for me to read his muscle content. Like maybe he'd been held a little bit stale in terms of his appearance. Some gives and takes. I could have seen him maybe down a placing or two, but again, when I studied him in terms of squareness coming at me and dimension, I thought this was a really nice pig. A harder video to study and look just a nickel stale in terms of his appearance. The pig in fourth, again, nice young lady does a nice job. I thought this was a heavy structured, stout boned individual. Again, the video is a little harder to read from a black pig in the shadows. I thought this pig actually probably in terms of muscle content, dimension of muscle, and heaviness of bone had an advantage over the barrow in third. I just thought this barrow was a little bit, didn't come at me quite as square in terms of his knee and front feet. I didn't think he was quite as level in terms of his design. But that's a packed full, heavy muscled, stout featured hog to go in fourth. And then as we move into five, again, a deep bodied, level design barrel. And I like him in those areas. Again, a video that's harder to read with all the shadows with the black pig. A little bit kind of gets in at his knee and doesn't come quite as square. Maybe doesn't track out quite as nicely off his front as you'd like. Probably has an advantage in terms of depth of body of the other barrel. And maybe even leveler in terms of his top line and design. I just didn't think he quite had the stoutness of features and the muscle dimension to go any higher over that barrel that we placed above him. And then here's a young man that you can tell spent a lot of time on skin and hair, outstanding presentation, beautiful job in terms of showmanship. His left rear leg is the problem. That pig is packed full of muscle, tremendously heavy structured. A very, very nice individual. However, his injury to his left rear leg offsets his overall balance. I would have really liked to seen that pig in his prime without that injury. Nice job to you, young man, to stay patient and be positive and show that pig very well. But his advantages in terms of even though he has a disadvantage in terms of his left rear leg, his advantages in overall muscle content, cutability, heaviness of structure, and just muscle volume allow him to beat the bottom pair. And that bottom pair can go back and forth, and they're not bad hogs. The young man's pig, I'll tell you, is sounder and appears to be leveler in terms of his hip. He's square built. And the reason why he beats the gilt that we rounded out the class is when we studied him through his hip and ham, we thought he just had more total dimension and spread. But as you judge that pig comparatively to the ones above him, a little shorter fronted, a little shorter bodied, and not quite the overall design. And then the belted gilt, tall fronted, you do a nice job in showing her. Skin and hair is really good. And she is sound. But when we read the video coming at us, she looked like she got a little in at her knee. It didn't stay quite as square at the surface. And then when we got behind her and studied her, we didn't think she had the muscle dimension and dimension of hip and volume to her ham to go any farther. But that is a very, very nice pig as well. Nice job to all of you. Class 5, Green Division. First place, 834. Second place, 917. Third place, 835. Fourth place, 680. Fifth place, 667. Sixth place, 556. Seventh place, 669. And eighth place, 730.